Hi everyone, welcome to the exercise demonstrations for day one. So the first move in day one is going to be jumping prison squats, okay? So it doesn't mean you have to jump, I'm going to show you the different progressions for it. Okay, so a prison position is you're going to have your hands behind your head and your shoulders pulled back. I don't want your elbows to ever go ahead of you like this. Okay, so this is your position. To get in position for a squat, you're always going to have your feet hip width apart. And when you come down into a squat, your bum has to stick out and your chest has to stay up. So see, as I come down, watch my knees. They're only bending each time. If you do a squat and your knees push ahead like this over your toes, that's wrong. You got to stick the butt out, keep the shoulders and elbows back, chest up, and you're coming down to about knee height. And if you're more advanced, you can drop down a little bit lower. Okay, so that's the easy version. If you want to make this more advanced, then just like I do in the film, you would jump. And if you're jumping, make sure you always land in the squat position. Don't land with straight legs, okay? So it all depends on your fitness level. If you're able to jump it for maybe 10 or 20 seconds, do that and then go to the regular squat. Okay, the second move we're going to do is a crucifix push-up. So you're going to have your arms out like this for the push-up as far as you can. Okay, so to get in position for a push-up, okay, you're going to start down on your stomach, and you're going to have your hands out wide as you can. Obviously, the wider the hands are apart, the harder it's going to be. So do what you can handle, but see how my hands are sideways? Hands are completely sideways. And you want your hands lined up with your shoulders. I never want to see your hands ahead of your shoulders, because that'll make it way too easy. You won't be working the muscles you want to, okay? So the easier version is to be on your knees, and you push up onto your knees like this, and you come down as low as you can, okay? So notice how the butt isn't sticking up, you guys. You can't do a push-up with your bum sticking out like that. That takes away the stomach muscles working. That takes away it getting a great workout in your upper body. Okay? To make this a little harder, obviously you come up on your toes and do the same thing. Okay? And sky's the limit. You can go out a little wider with the hands. If you can't go out that wide, come in a little closer. Okay, the third move is going to be skaters, it's called, okay? So a skater, I'm going to show you the easier version first. Okay, so you would cross your leg and touch, okay? See how I cross my leg and the toe touches? So this is called a side lunge. Okay, so this would be the easier version where you cross the leg behind. See how you stick the butt out? The knee bends, but again, like the squat, the knee isn't going to go past the toes. You got to make the legs work. Okay, so this would be the easier version for the skaters. Make sure both knees are staying bent, chest is up. To make the skater harder, you would keep that foot from touching, so you wouldn't touch the back foot on the ground, and you would stay low enough that you can touch the ground. Should be a nice smooth motion going back and forth. The fourth move is a close grip push-up, okay? So close grip is going to look like this. Okay, about shoulder width apart. So when I set up for this one, set up like you do for a push-up, and you're going to keep the arms in tight, okay? So easier version, you'd be on your knees, and see how I'm pinching my elbows into my sides? This is how you do the close grip when you keep the elbows in. If you can only get down an inch, if you're new to working out, go down an inch. As you get stronger, you'll be able to get lower, okay? To make it harder, you'd be doing the full one. If you want to make the push-up harder from there, you make it a plyometric push-up, which just means you push your hands off the ground. Okay? The next move we're going to be doing is an isometric hold. Okay, so it's just like we did for the squat. Same position, it's a prison style position. Isometric hold just means you hold it there. Okay? So it's going to burn a lot, and when you set up for this one, you want the weight on the heels and you want the chest up. And you got to keep the shoulders back. If you absolutely have to, you can stand up, but you really want to try not to. Okay, move number 6 is a plank. Plank position, you're going to be down on your elbows and your toes, okay? So the easier version, just like a push-up would be, you coming up on your knees, okay? So if you can't see, if my shorts are hanging down too low, my thighs are off of the mat right now. Okay, so when you come up on your knees, your thighs aren't touching, And the bum isn't sticking out. A lot of people on the plank will stick their bum out. That takes away the purpose of the exercise, is to work the core, the deep muscles in your abs and lower back. So you want to keep the bum down. From there, if you want to make it harder, come up on your toes. Your body will tell you if it feels in a bad way on your lower back, then you can go on your knees. Okay, so stay up as long as you can. If you want to make it more advanced from your toes, you walk your feet back, you walk your elbows ahead. The further you're stretched out, the harder it's going to be. Okay? And move number 7 is a burpee, the dreaded burpee. Okay? The burpee is awesome because it's going to work your full body. So to get ready for a burpee, you squat down, you place your hands on the ground. I'm going to show you the easy version. Walk the feet out, walk them in, and stand up. Okay? Anybody can do that, regardless of your fitness level. So hands got to be flat, one in and out at a time. Go at your pace. If you're not used to getting up and down, you may get a little dizzy, and that's why you go at your pace. Okay? To make the burpee harder, kick the feet out, kick them in, jump at the top. Just like that. So you should be able to keep good form. And then the last move is just running knee highs. Okay? So I want you to keep your arms bent. See this movement? My arms stay bent in the same position, but the elbows are moving back. That's what you want doing with your upper body. And you're going to run the knees at the same time. So sky's the limit. If you can't go very fast, or if you can get the knees up high as you can, go as high as you can. If you have really bad knees and you can't run the feet off the ground, you can still do it and you can step it. You got to go at intensity though. Okay, so those are the demos for day 1.